All right, people. This is not a job for the weak at heart at all. I thought the up pipe and the down pipe was bad. It really wasn't that bad. This Y bridge is ridiculous. It's mad, stupid, crazy. It's ridiculous. That's all I can tell you. On the flip, it's like you see why you want to do these adjustments. There's no reason for an intake to look like that. That is crazy. That's what your exhaust should look like, but it's recirculating the exhaust, so that's what it ends up looking like. You have all that black crud that comes out of it, like so. Yeah, so this is the new one. Probably gonna have to take it off to get it in there like I need to, but this actually gives you bolts to hold this in. I saw where they were saying after time and making, I'm not sure what amount of boost, because it was a little bit hard to pull out, that this will start to separate on this one because it doesn't have any bolts to hold it in. It's just like 2 rubber O-rings, but it's actually in there pretty decent. But yeah, that just goes in there like that, and then it kind of like presses in. The other thing, so like that groove right there, it's a water line that runs right there, and then right here is some extra room for the turbo. So then if you look at this one here, it's like that's kind of shaped to miss the turbo, but you don't have that groove for that line. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see how that works. But bolts are really hard to get to. One of the top bolts, which of course is the new one. I didn't take the new one out, but on the original one, this one back here towards the turbo, this bolt would not come out. When this bolt started to come out, it actually would hit the turbo. I'm gonna get really nasty and greasy if you can see how dirty my hands just got from just touching that. But yeah, it was actually hitting the turbo right here, and I had to get a sawzall. So I had to get a sawzall and actually cut the head of the bolt off, and then get a pair of wire strippers and finish untwisting that bolt just to get it out. And then it's gonna be fuel lines that are in the way that I had to take out. So that's one of them. You can see where I had to take it loose right there at the end there. And then there's a T that I had to push over the top. So you're gonna have to kind of bend some lines to get it free to be able to get it out. That was another fuel line and a coolant line set up right there. I had to unscrew it, bend it up, and get it out of the way. You see, I just got tissue paper in there just to keep anything from, you know, flying debris, any foreign objects getting in there while I'm working on it for the time being. But yeah, then I ran a vacuum cleaner down in there. So some of the hoses are, of course, a little bit dry rotting and broken. I'm gonna end up replacing some of them. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, definitely a terrible job. It is a terrible job. Way harder than everything else, you know, thus far. I don't really see where the exhaust should be that bad. I'm just gonna cut it down and hang it as need be. Especially like me having a welder, I'm gonna be able to, I guess, put it together and weld it up in certain places, and then hopefully hang most of it as one piece, and then connect it with the bolt flange. But definitely the hardest part thus far is the Y bridge. It's so hard of a job. It's like I'm actually dreading trying to get the new one on. But yeah, this coolant line, definitely I'm gonna put a wrench on it and try to bend it out flat and get it up under here some, so the Y bridge can actually fit. You can kind of see where it is over there. It's like in the way right now, which the other one had that groove, but yeah, that's definitely in the way. So I took it off of a like a brace type deal, and I'm just gonna have to try to bend it out of the way to get the new Y bridge in. So definitely, like, even if you, I guess if you did a couple of them, you could learn a few tricks and do them a little bit faster. But like, not ever doing one before, but feeling like I'm a decent mechanic, I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be 4 if not 5 hours, like legit. Like, you're working on nothing else but everything else is loose out the top, and you're just working on a Y bridge. Like, literally will take you 4 hours just to get 4 bolts loose, snatch the front of that, and get the lines out the way. It's just crazy, dude. It is. So, I don't know. I almost was at a point to where it might sound crazy. I said I would have built a brace to brace off the front of the motor and actually push up against the pipe, or even go as far as getting some JB weld to try to JB weld around it before I would do another one of those. It's insane, dude. It is, for a problem that I guess I've honestly only seen one person talk about it, but he was doing had done a delete and was like, hey, you know, I came back later and the up pipe, he did an up pipe block off, and he said his what is that? That's this right here. They make a piece that you can block. So like I said, this right here busted, and he had an exhaust leak. And then I saw him come back and say where the Y bridge, where it pushed itself out. So yeah, I was just trying to be safe, but boy, did I get into a whole bunch of work. I'm talking about a whole heap of work. So here I am now, about to get everything cleaned up, start pushing hoses and stuff out the way, and just got to see if I can, not if I can, what's going to be the best way to get this other one in here and make it work. I'm definitely going to, where this is going to be close up around the turbo, I'm going to, like the bottom ones are slided, I'm going to end up sliding this one here so I can start the boat because it won't clear the turbo. So I'm going to slot this one here, or either I'm going to go to the fastener service and get a stud for it. So that's what's about to be in the mix today. Hopefully I can get it knocked out in 3, maybe. Get it in there and situated in 3 or so. And yeah, after that we'll be going back together. Of course, I think a bunch of the other pipes that I bought, they just don't, like, they're set up to work with the stock Y bridge. So that one's not gonna work. And then the one that came with is just the configuration of it. I'm not understanding it at all. So gotta see there. I'm probably gonna end up fabbing something myself. So we shall see. And then even after that, I still gotta do some research and figure out about my my soft switch switch on the fly for the tune. But the tune has been written and uploaded to it, and they said it was successful. So just got to get all this stuff wrapped up and be excited for the first crank. So stay tuned. Keep you posted.